Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. A person has requested the full life purpose analysis and the twin flames natal charts analysis. So we're going to do the numerology aspect of this first. And the next voice you're going to hear is the expert.
Hi, Cynthia. Thanks for requesting your free numerology reading here at numerologist.com. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a quick yet deeply revealing analysis of your unique numerology chart based on your given name and date of birth. Cynthia, there are 5 elements that form the core of your chart and that most massively impact your life. They are the life path, birthday number, soul urge, expression, and personality number. And by intimately understanding your numbers, you'll uncover many fascinating truths about who you are, how others perceive you, and the unique opportunities that lay ahead. The most important number in your numerology chart is your life path. It reveals your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're here to learn. It highlights the specific opportunities and challenges you'll encounter and your unique personality traits that will help you on your journey. Your life path is calculated by simply adding up the digits of your date of birth. Your life path number is a 5, and this tells me a lot about you. Cynthia, you love travel, adventure, variety, and meeting new people. You possess the curiosity of a cat and long to experience life to the fullest. You make friends easily, and your personality is magnetic. Unlike most, you thrive during change and are not easily ruffled in times of uncertainty. You love to be involved in several different projects and activities at once and are always on the lookout for new adventures. Your flexibility and adaptability are keys to your success. You crave freedom above all else and are willing to do whatever it takes not to be tied down. You're often accused of being too impulsive, extreme, or a wild child, but it's only because you have such a vibrant, free spirit. You've likely experienced more in the past 5 years than many people have in their entire lifetimes. You have the rare gift of uplifting and motivating others through your rich experiences and words of wisdom. Continue to do this, and you'll effortlessly achieve your full life path potential. Next, let's look at what is known as your expression. This is another extremely important element in your numerology chart, as it highlights your natural talents and abilities, many you likely didn't know you had. It's often called the destiny number because it reveals a great deal about your potential and what you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime. While your life path is calculated using your date of birth, your expression is calculated by analyzing the letters of your full name at birth. Why your name? It represents the inheritance of your personal history up to the moment of your birth. Each letter and corresponding number, like a mosaic, combine to form the complete picture of who you are and who you're meant to be. Your name at birth is said to be the blueprint of your potential. To get a free personalized expression reading based on your full name, please enter it below.
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
Hey again. I'm so glad you decided to stick around and get your personalized expression reading based on your full name at birth. As you'll see for yourself in just a moment, your expression number, or what is sometimes referred to as your destiny number, is one of the most telling elements in your numerology chart. Unlike your life path number, which uncovers your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're meant to learn along the way, your expression number produces a highly potent and accurate profile of who you are and the magic you put out into the world. It reveals the innate gifts you were born with and predicts your ultimate potential. Your expression number is calculated by adding up all the digits that correspond to the letters of your birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. It can be a bit time-consuming to do the math by hand, so I took the liberty of calculating and interpreting your expression number for you. Cynthia, based on my calculations, your expression number is 3, and after getting to know you a bit better, it's really no surprise. 3 is the number of charisma and creativity. You're fun, spontaneous, and wildly popular. You effortlessly ignite the spark of enthusiasm and excitement in others, and as a result, you earn a great amount of respect and admiration. This innate gift is the key to your success, so keep it up. You've probably found that failure only knocks at your door when you lose focus of what you want or let your spontaneity get the best of you. You tend to fly by the seat of your pants, and while others sometimes accuse you of being flaky or unreliable, you know the importance of follow-through and commitment. You have a rare gift of precognition and may find that you have flashes about what's to come. This is a tremendous asset that allows you to adapt quickly and deeply understand others. Continue to bring joy and excitement to those around you, and it's almost guaranteed that you'll live a prosperous and happy life. Cynthia, please know that there is still so much left to explore in your unique numerology chart. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to give you even more insight into your life, relationships, and true purpose by analyzing your soul urge number. Your soul urge number, also called your heart's desire number, represents the inner you. It exposes your hidden motivations, deepest cravings and urges, likes and dislikes. It reveals the true intention behind most of your actions and decisions. In just a minute, you'll discover your soul urge number and meaning. But first, to make sure this reading is as customized and accurate as possible to your current life circumstances, I just need a bit more information from you. Please go ahead and enter it now below. You'll also see that we ask for your email address. This is so we can send you written transcripts of your personalized reading, so you can refer back to any time you'd like. When you enter your email address, you'll also become part of our thriving community and receive regular updates, special invites, and content from our panel of expert columnists. This is completely optional, but we'd hate to see you miss out on the few surprises we have planned for you. So if you'd like to stick with us, leave your best email address below. Also, before you continue, I have a very quick favor to ask you. If you're finding this numerology reading to be of any value to you, please take a second to click on the blue Facebook share button below. This will give your Facebook friends the opportunity to explore their hidden personality.
He's calculating. He'll be with you.
I've got all the information I need to complete your personalized numerology reading, and you guessed it, I saved the best for last. Now, a word of caution. The information I'm about to share with you is incredibly intimate and may raise a hair or two. Most people are often shocked at the accuracy of these readings, and I think you will be too after you hear the intriguing truths I've discovered about your personality, hidden motivations, and true purpose. If you choose to listen on, do so with an open mind, and this insight is sure to bring you immeasurable rewards. I'll start by examining your soul urge number. Your soul urge, also called your heart's desire, shows what your soul needs to grow and evolve in life and relationships. Like your expression number, it's derived from assigning numerical values to the letters of your full birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. Except, in the case of your soul urge, you look only at the vowels. Here's why. Consonants are pronounced with sharp edges and have a definitive beginning or end. They represent your public personality and the traits you outwardly share with the world. On the other hand, vowels are pronounced from free-flowing breath and have softer edges. They represent the true, tender, and often hidden you, and reveal your deepest soul urges, many you likely didn't know you had. The famous Renaissance doctor, translator, and astrologer Marsilio Ficino devoted much of his life to studying the incredible ways one's life improves when he or she follows the promptings of the soul. The benefits he encountered were undeniable. So, are you curious to know what your soul urge says about you? After analyzing the vowels of your full birth name, I've discovered that your soul urge number is 5. Whether you know it yet or not, you have multiple talents, are a gifted storyteller, and can charm the socks off anyone. You are fun-loving, adaptable, and full of life. You seek freedom and variety above all else, and are constantly trying new things. You have a strong calling to become an entertainer, speaker, or travel guide. While your wide range of interests is definitely a great asset, it can make it difficult for you to focus on one thing, as you're easily distracted. You don't like to stay in one place or one job for very long, and are always wondering, what's next? It's said that variety is the spice of life, and you like your life very spicy. You have a strong dislike of being held down or forced into a mold of any kind, but it's only because it's your soul's urge to experience life to the fullest. Because you're so adaptable, you can often feel scattered, disorganized, or pulled in too many directions. Remember to stay grounded and focused on the things that really matter, and there's no doubt that you'll achieve the fun, variety, and experience your soul craves. When it comes to relationships, your intense desire for freedom can make romance difficult. You prefer pleasure and excitement over stability, so you need a partner who shares your spontaneity and sense of adventure, or else you might avoid commitment altogether. You are incredibly fun to be around and make sure there's never a dull moment, both in and out of the bedroom. But that's not all I've discovered about you. Like an onion, you have many, many layers, and after digging a little deeper into your numerology chart, I can see that you have plenty of unique traits and personality quirks left to explore. Cynthia, I get the sense that lately you've been concentrating more on your professional life than your personal life. This is likely because it's more comfortable for you to focus on what you know you can achieve, rather than on a relationship or finding your true life purpose. I see you as an idealistic spirit, someone independent and competitive who doesn't give up, give in, or surrender. And because of this, I believe your life will greatly change within the next 3 years. When it comes to work, I picture you as a very professional person who has no trouble making executive decisions. You regularly get less than 8 hours of sleep at night, and I feel you are quite efficient at managing your schedule. Although there are days when you just want to curl up, do nothing, and shut yourself off from the world. Because you work so hard, I feel that the most important issue is that you're fairly compensated for the amount of effort and energy you put into what you do. I wouldn't worry too much about that, though. I think that you'll get a promotion quite soon or make a business move that will allow you to accelerate quickly. You've got the brains, the personality, and the wardrobe to match. I get the sense that you are overly critical of yourself, especially when it comes to looks and your figure. So you are likely very conscious of your health and keeping yourself in shape. I think you'll always look younger than your actual age. While you don't party as much as you used to, you do like to get together with friends maybe once or twice a week for a cocktail or a dinner out. I get the sense that it's harder for you to meet guys than it used to be, probably because you don't go out as much as you used to and have no real interest in meeting potential partners at bars. I also feel that there may be an unfinished relationship that is holding you back from opening your heart to others. It's likely that you often daydream about past relationships and what might have been. By now, you're probably well aware that you can like a guy but not love him, or love a guy but not really like him all that much. You become somewhat particular about who you want to end up with. You want a man you like as a best friend and can fall madly in love with, too. Cynthia, I feel that you will attract 2 men in your life who are complete opposites. The first guy was not right for you. While I see him as being fun, exciting, and wildly attractive to you, he was emotionally immature and not ready to be the man you want or need in your life. He taught you a great lesson about yourself and love. The second guy, the future guy, will be loyal, loving, and the perfect gentleman. He will be your contemporary, your twin flame, a man with similar values and desires. He may even be from your past, or a man with whom you've had a relationship with before, but timing wasn't right the first time. I get the sense, though, that it will take you some time to truly see him for the soulmate he is. You have your guard up, and you've been hurt before, so you're reluctant to jump in feet first. But my advice is to trust in the synchronicity of the universe. There's no such thing as coincidence. While there will be some bumps along the way, you'll not go through life alone. You may feel that currently you are in a sort of limbo, bored and neutral in your energy. But while right now you have unfulfilled dreams and expectations, in the near future, whatever you secretly desired will be all yours. You are blooming, becoming alive, and change is on the horizon. Embrace this chance, and you'll be successful in all areas of your life and in control of your destiny. This may be hard to believe, but the information I've shared with you over the last few minutes barely scratches the surface of what I can discover about you by digging deeper into your numerology chart. After just looking at your life path, expression, and soul urge numbers, I can say that you have a truly unique number combination. In fact, there's nothing I'd love more than to spend hours exploring every aspect of your chart. And that includes analyzing the numbers that appear to be missing altogether. But as you can probably imagine, our resources are limited, and we have to draw the line somewhere with how much information we can freely give away, without even being sure yet that you're ready to go deeper and experience the powerful, yet often confronting truths hidden in your personal numerology chart. So far, I've just given you a brief overview, but if you're open to it, I'd like to send you your complete numerology report, where I'll take a deep dive into every single element of your chart, to reveal many more obscure facets of your personality and ultimate potential. For example, I can look at your fourth core number to determine the closest thing you have to a superpower, or tell you the ways you can bring more success and joy into your life by examining your hidden passion number. Your personality number will reveal what your friends or even strangers think about you. And after looking into your rational thought number, I'll be able to tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, the quickest way you can solve any problem or hit those big goals. Then there's your karmic lessons, planes of expression, balance number, challenge numbers, and pinnacles, which reveal the 4 biggest obstacles you'll face in your lifetime and how to overcome them. So, as you can see,
okay, that information he will send to your email if you're interested in it. Now, we're going to go over some information now. Okay, so you're going to get your worksheet. Your worksheet is going to have the horoscope websites on it that you can go to if you don't already have the horoscopes websites. Your guardian angel, his name is Mahakel. He's an angel who protects aquatic animals. Alrighty, now just let me see. Give me a second. I'm going to look at one other thing. Alright. Alright, so what we want to do now, we want to end this video, or at least put it on pause. See what time we got. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on pause and come back with your twin flames charts analysis. We'll be back. Alright, so we're doing the female first that you should be looking at on the left hand side of the screen. Sun sign Aquarius. That's the enlightened one. Helps out others, helps out their community. Moon sign Taurus. Taurus's motto is I have. That's an earth sign. Can be stubborn. Can also be loyal in relationships. Ascendant Libra, all about fairness, balance, harmony, relationships. Medium Coeli Cancer, that's the mother sign, the nurturer. And Cancer is also psychic because of the moon, and emotional as well. Now, any numbers or whatever you're hearing is divine timing. So we're going to do numerology right now. But whatever you're hearing is divine timing. Again, we'll have these web addresses for people that want to do it more in depth. Because we're just going to be giving brief summaries of the numbers. And if you want more in depth, we'll be at Sacred Scribes, Angel Numbers. And also the person who requested this video will have their own sheet, their own worksheet with all the web addresses on it. Verse number we'll look up will be the 1932, which is at the moon sign Taurus. And if you're looking at her chart, which you should be on the left hand side, you see the moon and you see the 1932 Taurus. You'll give me a moment and we'll look all these up. Next time we're going to look up is 2119. I'm just trying to open the browsers up for these numbers. 2119. Then you have 2503. And the next number is 2709. Okay, so for 1932, angel number 1932 encourages you to let go of any feelings of fear or self-doubt as they are hindering your progress in spiritual growth. Ironically, that should be the first number I do, and she'll know why, but I won't add on to it. But I'm going to repeat myself. Let go of any feelings of fear or self-doubt as they are hindering your progress and spiritual growth. I think I said that to this person at least 2 or more weeks ago. The angels and ascended masters remind you that you are especially gifted in many ways and have great creative abilities and communication skills. With your strong inner wisdom and ability to see things in a special and or different way, you are able to succeed at anything you put your heart and mind to. Use these talents to enhance your own life and to uplift, support, and serve humanity as your soul dictates. Angel number 1932 tells you to focus on your spirituality and soul purpose as a priority in your life. Follow your intuitive promptings and inner wisdom. Fulfill your true life mission. Remain alert to guidance from your angels and the angels and stay balanced with harmonious within. Angel number 1932 also brings motivation and inspiration to finish a project that you have been procrastinating over. It also tells you to let go of things that no longer positively serve you in order to make room for new aspirations and acquisitions. Just like I said, anything that's speaking negativity, darkness, fear, get rid of, because you're only holding yourself back. And that's the first number. That's 1932. That just shows the power of the angels. We have to learn listen to the angels and not third dimensional thinking, and we can't go by what we think, and we can't go by what somebody else says. You got to listen to the angels, work with the angels. And that was for your moon sign Taurus, 1932. Next number, 2119. 2119 means for you to stay focused upon your life path and soul purpose and trust in doing so. You are teaching others by being a living example. Your angels actually use your manifesting tools and talents to create opportunities to connect, share, and teach others. Trust that your angels are guiding and assisting you as you use your unique leadership qualities and strong character traits to maneuver yourself through current life situations, changes, and endings. When you make the decision to move forward on your life, the universe provides suitable opportunities to learn from and to test or to overcome, bringing growth to all levels. So 2119 means to stay focused, and that is your ascendant with Libra. Stay focused. I'll be back with more information. All right, let us continue. Number 2503 can indicate that life choices and changes you are making or considering are right for you and are in line with your life chart blueprint life path. Making changes can bring about fear of the unknown, but trust that these changes are necessary and promise to bring big improvements and advancements and favorable opportunities into your life. The changes may seem challenging at first, but rest assured that they are necessary and will prove to be most beneficial in the long term. If you can learn to go with the flow of life changes, you will enjoy life itself much more. Okay, so that is for 2503, which was your medium coeli, which was Cancer. Now, when I go around your chart, if your medium coeli is in your 10th house, because I'm not sure where it's at yet, because I'm not presently looking at the charts, even though you are, then those changes may have something to do with that. So we'll wait till we get there. Alrighty. Number 2709. Angel number 2709 can tell of endings and conclusions, so something's about to end. Do not allow feelings of confusion, failure, or fear to stop you from stepping forward. Make the choice to get up, try again, dream again, and live again. So they're definitely telling you something's ending. We'll read more of this. Angel number 2709 brings a reminder that you were born with a unique soul mission to fulfill on earth in this lifetime. This is something that is yours to do and accomplish, and yours alone. Your soul mission is that which inspires and motivates you to express your true self and contribute to the quality of your own life as well as the lives of others. Ask yourself what energizes you, what is important to you, and how you can contribute positively to others' lives. This is your soul mission. Question everything and use your intuition and inner guidance to discern what resonates with you and what does not. So 2709 is telling you some type of ending is coming if it hasn't already occurred. And it has to occur because it has to do with you getting to your life purpose. 2709 is your sun sign, Aquarius. Alrighty, now on this natal chart worksheet, you have past life and karmic debt calculator. So you can use the information on your natal chart if you want to know about if you have past life or karmic debt, which we're still going to be talking about karmic debt. So that's on there. Also on your worksheet, the natal chart numerology, which you hear me doing, all those websites are on there so you know where to go. If you're having any problems with any type of supernatural stuff, spiritual stuff, spirits or whatever, there's a video for that. And in the description box of that video, and all the videos I do in the description box, I always have helpful resources. So nobody's ever left alone. If anybody's feeling left alone, it's because they don't want to do the research. And I just heard Jonathan Kleck. It was so funny. Because he said something about people that don't want to research. They'd rather argue. Like, they'd rather use all their energy to try to tell you how wrong you are. But they won't do the research. But see, the difference between me and John is John actually gives a fuck. Like, I don't. Like, once I know I did what I was supposed to, I'm not worrying about that other stuff. That takes life off your years worrying about stuff that you can't change. Alrighty. Then, some people have certain Capricorn and Cancer things on. My last twin flame analysis, they both had it. And that's public. That video is still public. So when you see that on your chart, and I'll bring it out, you have to go, if you want to, it's up to you, because some people don't believe it. You got to go to the Santos. So anything about Capricorn and Cancer, if it's a unique arrangement on your chart, it's trying to tell you something. All right, and now we are ready to look at the chart. Give me one moment. All right, now if you started her chart, I don't know what happened with that, because give me 1 second. Her first house is where you see Scorpio at. That is the first house. It just looks like, because I don't know why her EP is kind of crooked like that. But either way, that was still it's not considered the first house, because I counted it. Because normally when you see AC and the ascendant and EP, the each point together, that would be your first house. But I counted it, and that's your 12th house. So we're gonna start with your first house being Scorpio, and you got Pluto. So right away, you dealing with in a Pluto retrograde. So right away, you dealing with past life, 8th house stuff. first house, and again you got that Aries, but Mars rules Aries, but Mars used to rule Scorpio. So really you got, and this is all intense 8th house stuff. So on your free natal chart analysis, your free natal chart worksheet, you really need to read the 8th house really good, because that's the 8th house. And that's why a lot of people be real superstitious and stuff, because they got like a connection to the 8th house. But you just got to be real careful, because if you're not careful, you actually bring a lot of dark stuff into your life that don't need to be there. But that's that Scorpio connection. Now, the sign of Scorpio can be transforming, changing, very passionate, highly sexual, highly secretive, highly mysterious. People have a hard time understanding because Scorpio and Pluto can be transforming, which people can see that as inconsistent. And if you notice in 7, because see, that dude said her one of her numbers, he said was I'm gonna pull it up. Give me a second. The numerologist person was saying one of her numbers was 5, her soul urge number. But when I calculated it, her soul urge number is a 7, and it's not a 5, not a soul urge number. So if you look now at her first house, now Pluto and Scorpio is about the soul, and if you notice, it's number 7, and then it's number 27, which is 777, 7 3 times. So see, just looking right at that, that should prove that her soul urge number is 7, not 5. But he calculate some. I don't know why his calculations be off sometimes. But I always try to put it in the because you're gonna get a worksheet. So I put a lot of notes on your worksheet. You're gonna get a worksheet with your numerology, but you're also gonna get a worksheet with your natal chart. And Pluto usually means something externally hits to make you change internally. And when you see Pluto retrograde, it can also mean past life. So, like I said, your first house has a direct connection to your 8th house. A soul matters. So that's why you really have to learn your 8th house. And your 8th house is all about personality. So I just said, so that's what Scorpio is. I already described what a Scorpio is, but you got some past life stuff going on right in your first house. Now, you go to your second house, right away they put the healing in there. And your second house is about your finances. So they put Sagittarius in there, but Sagittarius is your 9th house, so your higher self. So you got a lot of 8. So you're dealing with a lot of karma, because you got number 8. You got a lot of soul matters. That's number 8. So in your second house of finances and possessions, you got Saturn that tries to lay down the law. And then you got Mars is probably trying to combat it a little bit. And Mars is at that 6-2-8-6. And then you got Juno. So somehow you're looking for, you might find yourself in a relationship with like a healer type, a Sagittarius type, but kind of good with the having possessions and money. And then you have Uranus, which likes to go real independent. And when we did your numerology, they said that was in your personality. So your second house is showing healing, a concern for money and possessions, also an independent, maybe like to go have money so you can travel, because that's Uranus. Uranus is about traveling, independence, sudden stuff. Doesn't like consistency. And Uranus and Saturn don't get along. So again, with Scorpio, and then you got Uranus, and because Scorpio changes too. That's why a lot of people that deal with Scorpio, they don't understand them, because Scorpios will change on you. And then you got Uranus and Capricorn. You got Uranus and Saturn in the same house, and they don't like each other. Uranus is like about spur of the moment, do what the real free spirited, but Saturn is about like rules and control. So your personality probably to be changing on people. So you got that, and that's your relationship house too. And your second house is ruled by Taurus. So now your third house, which is ruled by Gemini, has Capricorn in it, and Capricorn is the worker, and Neptune. So Neptune is saying you'll be somewhat of an idealistic person. Then you go up to your fourth house where you have Aquarius there with the Sun and Jupiter, and Vesta is a lot of energy. So you have money in your fourth house, and that money can be associated with higher education. It can be associated with real estate, property and land, or family and things of that nature. And that's your sun sign in that house. And you're gonna have Vesta, so you'll have a lot of energy in that house, but also be your financial house as well, because of Jupiter. And then when you go to the fifth house, which is the romance house, so you'll have great communications when it comes to romance, and you'll have love, because romance also is about travel, fun, excitement, adventure, taking risks, children, childbearing. So you'll have no problem in that area of your life. Then you get to the sixth house, which is all about healing, and you have Aries there. So Aries energy is real independent, and just have to be careful that when if you're in a twin soul situation, because the twin soul has to be about balance and harmony. So it can't be one or the other person cannot be the Aries energy. It has to learn how to balance. So that's why you in the sixth house for healing. Then when you go to the seventh house, where is your Taurus, and that's your true north node. So that's what you're supposed to be working on in this house. And your seventh house is loyal love, strong love. That's what you're supposed to be working on in this life. So when you go right across your south node, it's like your south node is really in house 12 and house 1. So again, you're dealing with possibly a twin soul situation, because of Libra and Scorpio kind of implying a twin soul situation, and that was a past life situation, and that's why you have Pluto retrograde. And your true north node is 2, which is the couple. And then again, you have the vertex cross, which is kind of like a portal. And then you have Lilith. You have Lilith retrograde. And she is bordering both your 7th house of relationship and your 8th house of soul matters. And you see Gemini, so you know it's a twin soul situation on this chart. But Chiron and Pallas are trying to help you bring healing to this twin situation. And the feminine aspect of your soul union must feel cherished in this lifetime. So we made it this far, and that's funny because so far the only retrogrades you had were directly related to past life. And now we see even a twin soul, because you got Gemini in your 8th house. Now your 9th house is where medium Coeli is at 25 and 3. 3 is a woman, meaning if when you solar ascend, you're supposed to go back to the source, and the source is a woman. It's feminine energy. It's the divine darkness, the divine womb that you see in the Bible. And you have Cancer right there as a nurturer. And then good fortune tells you that the asteroid good fortune tells you that this is the house the universe really wants you to well, they have favored it in this house. This is the house they took pleasure in when they were putting everything together. So the main number you want to know is number 25, because medium Coeli is really supposed to be the 10th house, but it's just the way they counted your natal chart. So we couldn't call that the 10th house. And we'll look at number 25. Give me a second. I'm looking at my find command. So 25 is when they grow. The two opposite polarities growing. That's 25. Now your 10th house is Leo, which means you could be a Leo. It means you're a leader. And they don't have anything else in there to tell, what would you be leading, but it says you're a leader. Could also be romantic, could also be travel. Because that's what Leo does. Leo's about traveling, risk taking. And also, your 10th house, if it was a twin flame situation, your 10th house could also be about your project, which is reuniting with your twin. When you get to your 11th house, which should be about Aquarius or about surrender, they have Virgo there. Why Virgo? Because Virgo is the healer. And you have Capricorn at retrograde, because it's talking about past life nurturing. So they're still trying to heal everything. That's your 11th house. And then your 12th house, as you see, is about twin flame. And they put those ascendants in there because the 12th house is a dark dysfunctional house. So they put these lights in there to help you, because they're trying to get you to solar ascend in this life. So really, that's as far as I can go with that this particular chart. So what we're going to do now is look at the second chart, and then we're going to put both of them together and see if they're twins. I'll be back with the second chart. Okay, now we're at the male chart, and I tried to ask the angels for the time of birth, but this time the angels did some really unique stuff, like counting down. It's really unique, and I asked for clarity. They did it again. So I decided to just do the 12 p.m. as suggested. And maybe at some point in time that'll come clear. Alright. Now, as you see, his chart's a lot different. He's got stuff all over the place. See, his chart tells a story. A lot of times, like, charts don't really tell a story. That's what people don't understand. And it's like it'd be like almost like a straightforward chart. But his tells a story. His first house, where you see the ascendant, that's house number 1. I counted it, made sure everything's okay. Gemini. So we're already talking about Gemini, possibly a twin soul. This is Gemini and Aries. And you got a lot of healing going on in that house with nurturing and healing. So we won't necessarily know just yet why they need the healing in that house so much. But it might have something to do with Aries, because Aries is detrimental to twin flame relationships. Because Aries just wants to go. Aries' motto is I am. But the whole twin flame journey is about we. We, not I. Learning how to compromise and things like that. Alright. And he got Palace, which is other people helping as well. So his number is 19. And 19 is almost like saying it's like when the sun and the moon get together and cause one. So that's like the union of the twin soul. That's your second house. Got Cancer with the moon, so that's a lot of nurturing there, and that is your house of money and possessions. Now I want to see what her true north node is. Give me a second. So her true north node was in the seventh house, which I think I did say that. All about relationships. All right, so now we're going to the third house, which is Libra. So I believe they said that about her. She'll be a great communicator because the third house is all about communication. But it is about even lower education, and it is about having fun. And so is Leo's almost just like Leo's just like Gemini in that regard. Leo's just like the third house. The fifth house ruled by Leo is just like the third house. It's all about communication and having fun. In your fourth house for family, they give you Virgo, which means and past life. So you have some type of family concerns possibly that need to be healed. Now, your fifth house is good fortune at the 777 to 21 and the 15. The reason why the 15 is important because 15 can mean solar ascension, and the fifth house is ruled by Leo, so maybe relating to solar ascension. And you're kind of like a so you want relationship. It's the romance house, but you still want relationships, or he does. Six, you got Scorpio, so now you got healing of that, and they got that Pluto again, so you still got the same thing. So that's unique. See, you got the Pluto, and you had the Pluto and the Scorpio, and so does he, and then he's got the Vertex Cross, which is the soul portal. So that could be a reference to you and him, could be. And then yeah, it kind of looks if I remember well, it is starting to look a lot like your chart if I remember well. But we'll put them up. See, I'm not looking at them together. I'm looking at his, but I will put them together. And then you got the healing going on again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in your seventh house, they're trying to heal it so that the ninth, that Sagittarius rules the ninth house for higher self. So Juno is there. So again, Juno, you might find yourself in a relationship with a Sagittarius or a Libra. And then the same thing, Mars is there again. Saturn is there trying to lay down the law. And it's got Mars with him. And Juno is just looking for a serious relationship. And Uranus will go against the status quo to make it happen, and go against the status quo. Because then in your eighth house you got Capricorn, and Neptune, so you're gonna be very idealist and a hard worker, in the house of soul matters. Now before we go to the ninth house, let's go back to your 11th house. Got Taurus there. Well, your 12th house, you got Taurus there. You got a retrograde. It's your true north node is your 11th house, is your 12th house, that is functional house, and you got Caris there, the female. She's not happy either, or this is his chart. I know. I'm just saying you because you requested it, but so they put Taurus there because Taurus again is loyal, strong, and you got East Point energy to try to light up the dysfunctions of a relationship. And then 11 is 11. Now that's your 11th house, which is Aquarius, which is supposed to be the house of surrender. But like I said, you got the Aries energy, so the Aries is still not trying to surrender. Going back to your ninth house, which is your higher self house, you have Aquarius there, and you have a medium quality at 22. Investor energy. So your ninth house seems to imply that you two will be working together in that house. And you got Jupiter. And whenever you have Jupiter and medium quality in the same house, that's like a marriage. And that's why if you notice, right as soon as you go to your next house, you see the sun. So they're definitely implying the solar ascension. And the marriage between like twin souls, if this is a twin soul chart, it doesn't have to be a literal marriage. It could be a literal marriage, but it can also just be they come together. But you got solar ascension right there with the sun. And you got Jupiter with medium quality, which also usually means money. And you got Aquarius, which is the surrender sign. So it looks like you two do get that balance going. And then if you notice, Venus is right next to the Sun at number 8, and this is your 10th house. So this is like could be your career, and you had the fish, which is Pisces, which is your intuitive, which means that could be your career because your 10th house is your career house. So then you got that, you got Venus, you got so in your 10th house, it seems to be very good communication. And with 15 is like solar ascension because you got the sun right there. So that's it. Now I'm gonna put them together, see what's going on. Give me a second. This is not easy. All right. Give me a second. I gotta close this. Okay, I want the female chart, which I have it, and I want to say copy. I might already did it. I don't know. Come here. Copy. And then we want to put it over here. Alright, so we got that there. Now we want the male copy. Try it again. Male copy. Come on, brother. Like it all. And then put this here. Did it go? Alright, oh, see, it's acting crazy again. Here we go. Get out of here. Let me try it again. Get out of here. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Now we're at the point where we're just looking to see if they're twins. Again, and like I said, his time was set for 12 p.m. because all the angels would give for him was down. But if you look at his chart, it's kind of like it's a sequence, and that's what they gave. They gave like a sequence. Just look at how both sides. Because I did the initial reading and it gave a sequence, but a downward, and then I asked for clarification and it did it again. It's a little weird, but you can see it on this chart how he's got a sequence. It basically showed that she kind of got one too. So yeah, you don't even have to look further. She ain't even lie. I don't know how these people do it though. You can just look right at it. Just watch this. Just listen, because I don't feel like going through this whole thing. Neptune, and both her Neptunes is a 5, so hers is Neptune and Capricorn. Uranus, both of them at 21. Uranus and Sagittarius, and both of them. Like when you look at you would say you probably gonna end up with somebody like with a Sagittarius or something like that. And then his you probably gonna end up with somebody like a Sagittarius or something. And they go to Sagittarius right there in a sign. Because it don't necessarily have to be a sun sign. It could be that sign, or it could even be like the who's ruling the house is Libra. But you see that. Then you say Mars and Sagittarius, Saturn and Sagittarius. See, it's that when you stay on this channel, this is how you know things happen for a reason. Because you got too many people that have that name. Like they know this is their twin. Like they know it's not like a guessing thing. They kind of know, and they prove it. Which is that's not really, to me, that's not really easy. How do you know that? Like they're real intuitive people. That's why I say, well, nobody's gonna be perfect. So I want to try to make this perfectly clear. It's not that I'm saying be perfect, but stop selling yourself short. Like you have gifts. So don't keep selling yourself short for third dimensional BS. You're higher than third dimensional. That's stupid. I don't mean it like in a bad way, but stop it, because this is too powerful. Because come on, I just did a chart and she knew that they were twins, and she even knew everything that was going on. And it's like, wow. So what I'm trying to tell you, God is waking these people up, and they know stuff that like they would have known like maybe 10, 15 years ago. But people are waking up, and now they just know. Just like these young kids, they just know stuff. They wake up already knowing stuff that would have took us 10, 15, 20 years. Like when you see a little girl playing Eddie Van Halen. Now I remember when like that was like the top, like, he was almost like the top, and then like the top 3. And they didn't think nobody was playing on Eddie Van Halen. Now these little girls play Eddie Van Halen like he ain't nothing. Now let's keep going. So got Pluto, both of them are retrograde. Both at he's 720, she's 721. This is amazing. And what's his true north? And what's his now his true north know what he should be working on in this life. Give me a second. The 12th house, working on the dysfunctions to be loyal and to make the female feel the female element of the twin to feel cherished. So he's got to work on that. And you see in her on her side, Lilith also is retrograde. So you got to make sure that the female element of the soul union feels good. And his past life is Mercury and all that. So his past, I'm not Mercury, but Scorpio with Pluto and the vertex cross. So his past life is kind of like her past life. Because if you go right across her past life, if you go across, you're gonna see Mercury and Pluto, but you're gonna see Libra. And his past life is Mercury. So that's why I say even if we had the right time, it might even look a little different. But I've seen enough to know that is, because it's just incredible. This is really incredible. You got the sun sign. See, like I said, if the time was right, it would be just like it. Because you got the sun sign in Aquarius, but it could have been in Pisces, and his is in Pisces. Then you got Jupiter and Aquarius. He got Jupiter and Aquarius. Venus and Pisces, Mercury and Pisces. So this is truly, truly, truly incredible. Alright, I'm just trying to see if there's any advisories I could give. Both of y'all gotta work on loyal love, and that's the true north node. And where's the vertex cross on Scorpio? Oh, it's crazy. Sun sign Aquarius, Sun sign Pisces, but it's so close to Aquarius that it's not funny. This is truly incredible. See, Palace in Gemini, Palace in Gemini. So like I said, I would definitely try to work it out because it's obviously they twins. So I mean, I would try to make sure the relationship is good if I was in a relationship because they're obviously twins. So there's nothing else I can do. Only thing I would do is if she get the time, I will put the time of birth in. I will put it in and just give her the chart so that she could see. But these are definitely twins. Almost like what I would say, almost identical twins. That's how not just twin souls, but like identical twin souls. That's crazy. But that's why I love doing it because it's so amazing. And it's funny because people think we crazy, and they the crazy ones. Your life is dysfunctional. You sleeping with this person, sleeping with that person. Everything in your life is effed up. And then you look at me like a dude like me, like a scientist, and you look at me like I'm the weirdo. When you're the weirdo. I'm talking to people talking trash. I'm talking about, if you're intuitive, you probably got somebody talking trash about you. Your family or people you work with or somebody you told something that was real and they just looked at you like you was stupid. But we're the ones that are waking up. We represent the age that is coming. They represent the age that's almost on its way out. So who's the fool now? Alright, I'm just saying if there's anything else that needs to be said. See, even on his chart, well, he was on medium quality, okay. Give me a second, I'm just looking around. Alright. So I think that's it. Damn. Now we'll relax a little bit and do another chart. Alright, this is Gat. God bless.